G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. If you're after that homemade birthday cake that you know that your kids are going to absolutely love and it's very easy to make at home, then I guarantee you will love this cake. So join me today as I make my version of a dump truck cake. So to start this recipe off, I have baked 2 separate cakes. The good thing with this recipe is you can do any flavour cake that you like. I'll leave that completely up to you. But if you're looking for some cake recipes, what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below to my cake playlist where there's plenty of recipes for you to try out. Okay, so we're going to start off by making our icing, which is going to act as the glue for this entire cake. So into a mixing bowl, we're going to place in our softened butter. As always, the ingredients are listed in the description. And we're just going to mix this just for about a minute or two, just to cream up the butter, just so it's more manageable. Okay, so now that we've creamed up our butter, into that we're going to pour in our milk, our pre-sifted icing sugar or confectionary sugar, and our cocoa powder. And we're just going to mix this through on a very low speed until it's well combined. Okay, so I've got our first cake here. So we're going to grab some of our icing and we're just going to ice the top of it just like so. And on top of that, we're going to place on our second cake. Just slightly push it down a little bit. And now what we're going to do is ice the top and the sides. So just take your time, just gently move it around the sides and the top, just so we have complete coverage. Okay, so I've iced the cake on the top and on the sides. And notice also I've put like a light dusting of the chocolate icing onto the cake tray. So when you ice the cake, do that as well, and you'll find out very soon why. Okay, so next we're going to make our boulders. Now, these are what we call in Australia violet crumbles. So basically what they are is just honeycomb covered in chocolate. And what I've done is I've chopped up some of them so they're in halves like so, and others I've left as normal. You want them to look as rough as possible to look more realistic. And I've also got some Maltesers. So up against the icing, we're just going to start to layer our boulders just like so. Okay, so now that we've done our boulders and rocks on the side of the cake, here in Australia we call it Milo. Basically what it is just a chocolate drink mix, so you can use any that you like. If you have Milo, fantastic, but basically just use any dry chocolate drink mix that you can get your hands on. Now what this is going to do is, it's going to act as the dirt. So we're going to lightly sprinkle it just on top of the cake, and we're going to do the sides as well. And remember how I put the icing sugar on the base? Just sprinkle a very thin layer on that as well, and that'll help that stick to the base. It gives it that dirt look around the quarry. So what you're doing is you're continuing the look from the cake onto the base. Okay, so we've put our chocolate drink mix all around the top, the sides, and the base of the cake. And we are now up to the final step, and that is the dump truck. I just picked this up from a toy store. I think it was like $2, $3, they're pretty cheap. So we're just going to place it just on the back, just like that. And just give it a slight push down, just so it's stuck to that icing, nice and firm. Obviously make sure it's clean when you do it. And just with the leftover boulders that you've made up, we're just going to place them into the dump truck. And now it looks like that is where the dump truck has been dumping its load of rocks. And there we have it. And look at that, our dump truck birthday cake. Now how effective and lovely and delicious does that look? Now you have that quarry mountainish type look. Having the chocolate drink scattered all over as the dirt really does make a big difference. Then you have that cheap dump truck just on top, for which the kids can obviously play with afterwards. Fill it with some chocolate goodies, overflowing on the cake as well. It really does add to the effect. So what kid would not love to have one of these for their birthday? And the best thing is, it's actually incredibly simple and easy to make. Because let's be honest, anything homemade, especially birthday cakes, tastes simply delish. So with just a little bit of time, you can make your own, and you can add your own little personal touches to it as well. And if you do happen to make it, please do me a huge favor and put a photo up on my Facebook page, because I'd just love to see it. But until then, I'll leave the list of ingredients for the icing down below, as well as links to my Facebook, Twitter and Home Handy Hints channel, where I put up 3 new Home Handy Hints videos every single week. And please give this video a massive thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.